All right. It's December 1st. Yep. And I've just gone to the library, to the big library of Hong Kong, because I need to finish a very important Chinese assignment. So I need to get a book. And meanwhile, why can't I get more books? So here we go. I'm gonna show you what I got back. This is the book. I have to do a Chinese book report, which sucks, by the way. And yeah, this book is I think a detective novel of some sorts, and it's in Chinese. So I can do a book report on this, right? And of course, meanwhile, I borrowed this book, Andrei Tarkovsky, Russian director, and because I love traveling, and I want to go to UK someday. So Great Britain, Traveling Guide, Lonely Planet. It's a good one. It's not one of those super boring, phone number type of traveling book. And for the English book report, my next English book report, again, really annoying because we need to do a lot of book reports. But yeah, I'm gonna do this. After watching Game of Thrones, I think I fell in love with medieval history. So here you go. That clip you just saw, yeah, I forgot to put it in the last school update video. But anyway, today is December 5th, and it's 11:31. Actually, my clock over there is a little fast. It's actually 11:28 p.m. um on December 5th, and I just want to tell you I may die. Uh okay, not literally, don't take it at face value, but I may actually fucking die. Because on this week and the next week, we will be stuffed in our mouths. Endless exams, tests, and dictations, and endless homeworks and assignments. And I have to finish a Chinese writing and hand it in tomorrow morning, and tomorrow we'll do another Chinese writing in the class. And then we did a 2 hour long biology test, experiment test, practical test today, and we have to hand in the report on Thursday. Tomorrow we have the LS essay test, we have physics test, and next week we will have 3 Chinese dictations. We need to recite the entire passage, over 700 words, around 700 words, and the passage is written like 1,000 years ago, maybe 1,500 years ago. Yeah, 1,500 years ago, around that, and plus a Chinese test, and oh yeah, chemistry test, next Thursday, redox reactions. Love that. Um, what else? What else? Uh, I think we got biology homework as well. So they're just feeding us homework and assignments and tests every single day. So in the morning, at recess, during lunchtime, after school, at home, before you sleep, and after you sleep, and when you eat, you always either revise for your next test or dictation or exam or assignment, not assignment, assessment, or you do your homework and do your assignment. It's just never ending. It's this never ending suffocation, and I don't know if I can handle this. I mean, I've handled bad things, but this might be even worse. This might be even worse. Oh fuck. It's December 12th, about to be 13th actually. And I have a chemistry test and Chinese dictation tomorrow, which is basically us memorizing like 2 paragraphs of a famous passage. And yeah, tomorrow's Chinese dictation will be the last Chinese dictation in the week, and on Friday we will have a Chinese test. No, not a Chinese test, two Chinese tests. And next Monday I have an English presentation to do, and next Tuesday I have a biology report to hand in. I'm rolling with life, and then after that, we're gonna have our Christmas break, and right after the Christmas break, we're gonna have our exams. So that's pretty amazing. I am totally feeling okay right now. Yay. The worst thing about chemistry, in my opinion, are the oxidation and reduction stuffs. Yeah, they suck. I mean, if you gain oxygen, lose hydrogen, lose electron, or have your oxidation number increased, you are getting oxidized, and you are also a reducing agent. And so in a chemical cell, you are the anode, and in an electrical cell, you are the cathode, which is um the one who loses electrons in the okay, okay. Okay, so potassium ions are above sodium ions in the electrochemical series. And so potassium ions tend to lose electrons more. So potassium ions are they get oxidized, but it says oxidizing agent. So if they are oxidizing agents, shouldn't they be reduced? I mean, they are. Oh, I think I know what's happening here. The ions and the metals, they're different. School is over. What's up? And today, I'm gonna do the last school update of the year. I'm gonna talk about December 2018. And by the way, all the books on beside me on my desk just fell onto the ground again for like the sixth time. So I have to pick them all back up, and I got 20 minutes of time wasted, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, by the way, I still can't pronounce words properly because I still got the sore in my mouth. It's been 8 fucking days. But on the upside, my cut here seems to be healed. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna talk about December. Let's start off with December 3rd. Yeah. So, my Chinese book has been disappearing. And it's not like all of them, just two of them. Two of my Chinese books. Not like, books for you to read, like textbooks. Like books for teaching, for learning. School books. And, they're stolen. And it's two of the latest chapters, okay, not the previous ones. So I suspect that there is a thief in our school. And, Leo's pen got stolen as well. Adam's worksheet got stolen as well. And it's pretty weird. And also on the same day, we have, there's a secret meeting for weird-ass reasons. And Oliver, Ernest, Iris, Sammy, fake name, Mary, Caroline, Linda, they were all in the 5B classroom, and I have no idea why were they there. And on the next day, I asked Oliver why were they there, and apparently they were like doing a drama thing for the Christmas party, this drama competition thing, and I don't know, man. Yesterday, it's the last day of school, and we had the Christmas party, and during the drama competition, neither did Linda or Mary go upstage, so I don't think it's it's just about drama. I think there is something else going on. Yeah, 5B classroom. It's a classroom, okay? Uh, December 4th. Very quickly, December 4th. Yeah, I don't like that day at all. It's really awkward. It's an awkward day. I accidentally wore my sweater from front side back, and people were laughing. But I'm not the first one who've done it in the class this year. And I don't know why, but I feel like I'm sick right now. Yeah. And I also have this really weird feeling that Christopher, aka Natalie's very close friend, hates me. Look, I've known Natalie for a longer time than anyone else in this class, other than I don't know, Jordana. Like I know Natalie way before Christopher did, way before Leo did, way before Pink did, way before Adam did, and yet all of them seem to be closer to her than I do because I suck, okay? And then we have Christopher, which is basically her closest friend for some weird ass reasons. To me, he just feels like a douchebag. But I don't know. Maybe he's only a douchebag to me. Maybe he's nice to everyone else, but except for me, and of course, except for Nick, because nobody likes Nick. And there's an activity thing, a class activity where we had to like compliment each other, and then when Christopher had to compliment me, she was like, damn, what do I compliment about? So like Christopher doesn't like me at all. And then we move on to December 5th. Nothing else important happened on that day. Let's see. Yeah, I was not in a great mood. So apparently not only does Christopher hate me, I think the boys do, but not really hate me, but more like belittle me. They think I suck. They think I'm inferior than them. So Leo had to do rehearsal because of the speech day thing. It's like a ceremony that's being held on Saturdays, so I don't have to go. A lot of people don't have to go. And Nick got Chinese group discussion test, so I have to eat lunch by myself, but not really. I don't want to eat lunch by myself, so I'm eating lunch with the other boys, aka Leo's friends, Hans, Marty, Tom. Yep, these three. So I followed them, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna join you guys for lunch, and I thought we're cool. So the first thing that they did was, wait, so you're not gonna buy any lunch for Nick? So they told me to stay behind and wait for Nick, and I was like, dude, Nick's already in the group discussion test. So they were like, okay, then go, then just go and buy lunch for him, like ASAP, as soon as possible. And I was like, nope, I'm pretty sure Nick already had eaten something, alright? Because, if Nick wanted me to buy lunch for him, like, he would tell me, okay? And then, okay, they were like, okay, fine, whatever. And then the second thing that they did was basically running. They tried to run away from me. But okay, of course, running is not the best strategy in this situation. So I followed them. I also ran, they ran, I ran. And we went into a mall. And then Marty ran away. He's the one in the front, so he ran, and I couldn't see him. I didn't know where he was going. And then I saw Hans and Tom going into the bathroom. And I know they're not going in there because they want to take a leak or something. I know that they're going into the bathroom because they wanted to trick me, because they wanted to scam me. So I was like, okay, at least tell me where's Marty. And Tom told me, Marty is in the Japanese noodles, restaurant. And I was like, yeah, no shit. So I pretended to go to the Japanese noodles restaurant, but I was actually hiding behind a pillar because I had a sneaking suspicion that they were lying. And then when they left the bathroom, yes, they are lying. They went to another restaurant, the Thai food restaurant, and I followed them in. Ha! I just escaped a scam. I just avoided a scam. So that's actually pretty smart on my part, in my opinion. December 6th, I wasn't in a great mood either. I and all the other students in the class were being kept fed homework and exams and tests and over and over and over and over again. In fact, today I have to do revision because like 2 or 3 weeks later we're gonna have 2 weeks. 2 weeks later we're gonna have the exam, so we have to start revising because it's friggin' like we don't have enough time. But yeah, there is no time at all. I just wish there are like 26 hours a day, because damn. But yeah, on the upside of things, my short film got the 4th place out of 63, which is actually pretty damn good, not gonna lie, but we can do better. And, yeah, we got biology SBA. SBA basically stands for school-based assessment. And it's an experiment thing, and we need to determine a fruit's vitamin C content in comparison with the 1% vitamin C concentration solution that they have given us. So we need to establish a standard curve first by, by making 0.12345% concentration of vitamin C solution, and we need to build a curve, and then we need to extract the fruit juice from the fruit, and then we need to titrate it. We need to titrate DCPIP solution against the fruit juice, and see how many drops of that juice is required to decolorize the DCPIP, because DCPIP retrieves the hydrogen ion, gets reduced, so it's the oxidizing agent. I'm already kind of confused. But yeah, and it's me, Nick, Harry, and Grant. We were in one group. And, oh man, we were like the leftovers of the class. And we were not bright, we were slow, we were dumb, we didn't know what to do, and there are a lot of disagreements. So it just feels really bad. December 7th, got scammed again, but except this time in lunch I was eating with Adam, Natalie, Leo, Pink, and Christopher. And we were in a noodles restaurant, and after that we were supposed to pay $270 in total, but the bill says $330. No, it's not $330. It's actually $310. And when we paid $270, they were like, nope, you gotta pay $40 more. And so we did. And we just got scammed. We got scammed $40. So that's not cool at all. And then nothing important happened in the weekend, not really. And we fast forward to December 10th. And on that week, we had 3 Chinese dictations and 2 Chinese tests. And that also implies it's about time to lose your sanity, because we need to memorize the entire fucking Chinese passage, which is probably the most difficult Chinese dictation we had ever done. And oh my gosh, we actually did it. We actually memorized it. I actually memorized it. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of stress. It was painful. It got me in bad moods, but you know what? Whatever. Time to sacrifice our mentality and sanity for a greater good. That is our grades. Our grades are definitely way more important than our health and mental health, both mental and physical health. Definitely. And my new Chinese book got stolen again, so great. There's definitely a thief in our class. And then on December 11th, Hans tried to stick out his leg and tried to trip me over so that I would fall onto the ground, but I lifted my feet up and outplayed him, So I didn't trip and fall, and Hans was like, not bad. Yeah. I hope he's just playing with me, like as a classmate, and not anything that devious. I used to think that, Hans would be the first person in that gang of boys to ever be my friend, but no. No. And then it's December 12th, losing sanity again. Awesome. And then we also have a physics SBA test, and it's pretty lightweight. It's not as heavy as the biology one, and also for some weird ass reason, Natalie and Anne and Jordana and Olivia were talking to each other again, because I told you guys, this is the most stupid war ever. Like some girls fighting with each other, like 1 week or 2 weeks later, it's gonna be fine. They're gonna act like nothing had happened. So it's not important. All of this, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? We shouldn't tend to this. We shouldn't treat this as something serious. When the war was happening, everybody was like, whoa, wow, a war is breaking out. We have to, be more cautious. No, this is stupid. It's stupid. Anyway, December 13th, Cedric, all the way from Scotland, over 9,000 kilometers away, finally flying back to Hong Kong. So that is awesome-tastic, in my opinion. And we also have a Chinese dictation and chemistry test on that day. We basically have a test or 2 tests in 1 day, basically every day, so, whatever. And I fucked the test up so bad. I mean, when I received it, I didn't fail, but I'm not satisfied with it at all, because it's redox reaction, literally the most difficult chemistry topic ever. And, okay, yeah. But on the upside of things, I received my maths test back, and I got 33 out of 40. The best in our class, and the best in both 5A and 5B. So I was actually really, really, really freaking happy about that. Like, really. And, actually, I missed one thing. On December 12th, the previous day, after school, I and Nick were leaving school, and we went onto the bus. And there's one bus that I am not particularly fond of going onto, because there are people in there that I know, but not necessarily. Not really. It's just, I don't know. So Nick takes this bus all the time, so I follow Nick, and when we go onto this bus, Mary and Alan were in front of us, Olivia was behind us, and beside Mary and Alan, it's Bernice and her friend. And it was, super suspenseful, okay? It was super suspenseful. I'm really sure that it's not suspenseful to all the 3 parties around us, but it's really suspenseful for me. And here's the ironic ass thing, okay? Me, Bernice, and Mary were friends, 3-4 years ago. 4 years ago. And now, even though we are close to each other, in terms of actual physical distance, in this situation, of course, we will always pretend to be strangers to each other. We will always pretend that we don't know each other. In fact, no, I think Bernice remembers my existence, but I don't think Mary does. It's weird. Mary's really weird. She's such a weird person. She was on the bus and she wasn't listening to any music or anything. She was just looking at outside. That's weird. And she had a phone. She had a mobile phone, of course. So that's really weird. And on December 13th, after school, I left alone, and then Caroline and Mary were watching from above, and I don't think they were watching me, but they were watching the school in general. So that's just weird. Also, on the same matter, on December 14th, because we have the Chinese test, and we would usually go to another class to ask them what kind of questions will they ask in the Chinese test. So Caroline came, and a bunch of people, went around her and asked her about, okay, what questions were there in the Chinese test, and I was behind her, I didn't mean to creep her out, I didn't mean to scare her, but she turned around and she was like, "Whoa, oh, that scares me," and I don't know why she's having such a dramatic reaction, but whatever. And yeah. And then fast forward to the next Monday, December 17th. I'm running out of time. I have to go somewhere later on. Cedric came back. I am happy than ever. I've been waiting for this moment for 4 months now, or three and a half. And I've been so lonely ever since he left. School life had been more pointless than ever. And I'm just really happy that Cedric is back. And on Sunday afternoon, Cedric went to see Natalie, and Cedric tried to, invite me, but I was busy, and then, he also had dinner with his 5B friends, including, Jeffrey, Josh, the gang. And on Monday, I was really looking forward to seeing Cedric again. So during lunch, when I went outside of the school, I saw Cedric just right outside the school gates, and I hugged him. It was awesome. But yeah, it was legit awesome. I ate my lunch really fast because I want to go back and talk to Cedric, and it was great. But there's one thing that really bugs me is that I don't know, Cedric came back and he had all these people to talk to, all these friends to tend to, and yet I only have one to talk to, and that's Cedric himself. So I'm just so fucking meaningless. And then we have December 17th, or 18th. And that is the last technical school day, and during lunchtime, me, Leo, Natalie, Pink, Olivia, and Maria had to do a Chinese group discussion test. And first thing first, Pink disappears. Turns out she wants to practice for dancing because of the Christmas party dancing competition thing. And then, she realized that nobody was practicing and the school hall was closed, so she can't practice, and she wants to go back to the group discussion, but she can't because it had already begun. And so it's just me and, the others. And what's going on? Yep, I'm just gonna continue speaking. We had our Chinese discussion. I was a little nervous before that, but whatever. I didn't do great, but you know what? It wasn't terrible, okay? And that's pretty much it. And then it was yesterday, December 19th. And yesterday, I just wish that the last day of 10th grade would be as conclusive and as wholesome as yesterday. Yesterday was such a not necessarily beautiful, but a very conclusive ending to 2018, the last school day of 2018, and it was a Christmas party. So first of all, we went to school, but we didn't have to wear school uniform anymore. We could wear our actual own clothes, casual clothes, and that's pretty awesome. Even though there are school rules, we can't wear crop tops, we can't, cleavage is not allowed, short pants not allowed, but whatever. I'm really, really grateful that we can wear clothes, and for American students, this is probably every day, and it's even worse in Scotland, especially. My friend Cedric told me that they had to wear kilts every Wednesday. And as usual, the Christmas party, we have the singing competition, and the dancing competition and the drama competition, and they're all very cringy, very unprofessional, very lame. I mean, the singing ones, they are super cringy. Especially one group, I think Cheryl's group. Uh, you know, they went on stage, they tried to sing, and then they were like laughing because they forgot the lyric or something, and then they sort of missed a beat or something, and they just didn't sing anymore, and they let the background music go on. So that's really cringy. The best singing one, the best singer is Matt. Uh, if you don't know that, Matt's father killed himself. So Matt went onto the stage and sung for him, and it was really emotional. It was powerful, and I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 because, yeah, it's the best singing performance of the day, and 6 out of 10. It's already the highest score that I could give. Yeah, and dancing mostly are those conventional K-pop dances. Natalie's dance with Scooby, Pink, and another girl. It's not really that good. They don't have energy. The only person who has energy is the other girl. All the other people, including Natalie and Pink, they were just following steps, and they don't have any energy or passion. So I'm giving their performance a 4 out of 10. Not necessarily the worst, but eh. The best, however, I was actually really amazed. 7.5 out of 10 would be the dance by the ninth graders. Whoa! Like, of course, it's choreographed, it's not natural, but hey, they were spectacular. Like the steps, the moves they were doing weren't any normal moves. Like, they tried to do something more risky, more high stakes, and they tried to take more chances. And most important of all, they had a lot of energy, a lot of passion when they were dancing. So I really liked it. I really liked it. It's my favorite performance of the night, and yet they didn't win the competition or anything. In fact, the E class won. The dancers in E class, the Thoughts, uh, Joan, Linda, and the other three, and people were like, "Wow, they have nice tits," because in Instagram they would post themselves, in like sexual outfits and thoughts. Linda is not a thought. I think she's a great person. But I don't know why somehow Linda joined them now, and they were wearing these black crop tops that's really small. And Sammy was also on there, right? And they were wearing short pants, and it's all against the rules, but the teachers didn't even care. And yeah, I mean, dude, when they were dancing on stage, they looked pretty good, but I still have to give them a 6 out of 10 because their performance didn't feel lively or natural, which is really important when you're in a dance. So that's my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it. And then after the singing and dancing competitions, during the singing and dancing competitions, I and Cedric were on the balcony, and Cedric was doing the lighting thing, and he controlled the lighting on the stage, so it was all blinking really fast, and it was fun. And I was responsible for the camera. I had to film the whole thing, and it's not really my idea. I'm in the TV team, but after recess, I had to be one of the timekeepers for the drama competition. So I went to the hall, and Cedric left the school. And yeah, most of them are really cringy, but I gotta say, kudos to Ernest. I mean, he had really brought a lot of energy and a lot of fun to their own drama. So that's what really made their drama so good. Even though there are cringy moments, hey, at least Ernest saved it. So yeah, I'd probably give their drama 6 out of 10. It's already pretty good. Um, and yeah, and then after the drama, I, Cedric got invited to join Natalie, Leo, Pink, Sandra, Betsy, Betsy's boyfriend, Marty, Edward, Christopher, Adam to have dinner, and it was hot pot. If you don't know what a hot pot is, it's a thing in China. You put food in a pot of boiling soup, and Cedric had to leave because after the performances, other outsiders can't stay. Oh yeah, by the way, after the performances, we had lunch, and it was basically pizzas and sushi and chicken, the normal stuffs. And then after that, we played games, but it was all stupid. But hey, at least we had fun, so that's a good thing, I guess. And yeah, and then after that, he went. Cedric. Cedric went to Sharon's house again, and it was actually kind of crazy. After school, like, he went to school and he went back home, and then he went from home to school, and then he went from the school to Sharon's house, and then from Sharon's house to the dinner place, the restaurant, which was, close to home, and then Cedric went back home again. So that was a busy day for him. And then yeah, after that, I and the people, Leo, Pink, and all, we left the school. And before leaving the school, I saw Mary and Linda and other people, and I was like, dude, I really wish I could, talk to them, maybe. But yeah, whatever. So we went onto the bus, and then Natalie said, she had to talk to some other teacher as well, and then suddenly Adam was like, dude, Natalie's angry. So Christopher went off the bus to look for Natalie, and then they get onto the same bus again. And then we took the bus to the district. I literally said that for like 3 times now. And, and then Cedric wasn't there yet. Edward and Sandra and Betsy and her boyfriend wasn't there yet. And, we walked around. We had a lot of fun. And for multiple occasions, we tried to, shake Leo and Pink off because they were, like kissing all the time, and they weren't really paying attention to where we are going. So we shake them off like 3 times, and it was a lot of fun. We walked around, and it was actually, yeah, it was awesome. And then Cedric came in. We were in an IKEA, and then we went to the restaurant place, and then later on, Sandra, Betsy, her boyfriend, and Edward came in, and yeah, we just had dinner, and it was a lot of fun, and yeah, we all talked, and it was just one of those moments where I was like, yeah, I am legit socializing with them, and I'm legit joining their gang. And after that, we went to a McDonald's nearby, and we had ice cream, and yeah, and then we talked about, the birds and the bees, because we're a bunch of teens, and yeah, it was awesome. It was pretty awesome. It wasn't awkward or anything. I could actually talk. So, this isn't like a delusion or anything. This is like, in fact, like real. And yeah, and then we just took the bus back home, and that's it. And it was a pretty nice ending to a year. Not gonna lie. And I'm running out of storage space. Oh my gosh. Anyway, please subscribe to me because I really need some help. Goodbye. Oh my god.